devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I would like you to know that I am doing this live stream under duress as I currently am looking down the barrel of a 357 that I just sat down and didn't realize that I was going to be on this side of the table shortly. I'm totally joking. I'm not doing this under duress. It's all a joke. Excuse me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to DLD After Dark. Man, we got some crazy stuff going on, crazy stuff that's being alleged. And if it is indeed what it appears, then this could be Summer of Love 10X or worse, maybe. I don't know. But we after tonight, I mean, most of us already know the Walton family values. You know what I'm saying? Walmart, once you I mean, even way before you all made the decision of removing things like, I don't know, firearms, ammunition from all but exceptionally rural stores. We knew who you were, but we knew who you were way before that. Anyway, so there's going to be some stuff on the old Walton family values, but not only that. There's this whole thing about how June 14th, there's always a date, right? There's always some people throwing out dates. Only now, this is, the opposition throwing out dates. There's a website specifically dedicated to these dates, and they're offering training in preparation for these dates. And there's a beautiful map, the most beautiful map. Yeah, I can't do the voice, but you know what I'm saying. Huge map with like hundreds and hundreds of scheduled protests all over this thing. So we'll get into all that. We got many points to make. Not only is there a lot going on domestically here in the States, there's a lot going on globally. So we're going to talk about that. And honestly, look, if you're here and you're not going to stick around, moral of the story is prepare. And if you hadn't already been preparing for quite some time, not all of us are able to, peace out from, the world that we're in, and build up a homestead and grow our own food and receive water from the heavens and food from the ground. And goodness gracious, that sounds so appealing. Anyway, one day maybe we'll all get there, but maybe we'll be forced to go back to that stage in history, but we'll see. But we do have a lot of stuff we're going to hit tonight. We have a great guest coming on, beautiful guest, the most beautiful guest ever. I wish I could do the voice. If there was just something that I wish I could do, it would be
Listen, folks, DLD After Dark is hands down the best podcast in the country. I mean,
like
hands
that.
down, folks. There's no other live stream like it. That dark guy really knows what he's talking about.
Well, thank
Oh,
you.
and fuck the ATF.
Oh, okay. All right. Didn't know that we were going to go there in the first 6.5 minutes. Anyway, yeah, man, lots of stuff to go over. We have a great guest coming on tonight. I also want to give a big, super big, the biggest shout out to Drew. Your boy Drew, Drewski, man. Today I went to my little pickup spot and I had something really exciting waiting for me. What it was, what would you was a very special package from your boy Drewski to me. And not only did he include the new, not the original ones that came out that had some issues and some problems, the new third generation of the T mags, which is the tranny trannies lucent mags. And man, it looks pretty dope. I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but yeah, man, it's pretty dope. The only, aside from like the Arsenal, Circle 10 mags, like the 5.56 AK style mags, those are really, and like the OG Scorpion mags, those are really the only, and I guess a few ETS mags that I just don't use or even see anymore. I don't even know where they are, honestly. But aside from those, those are really the only like translucent mags that I got. I did pick up a couple way back. Lancer, yeah, right, Lancer. That right there, the Lancer mags, because I wanted to have clear distinction in like if I was going to run like the 300 blackout rattler, then I would have like very clear distinction of these are only mags that I am only using, and only the 300 blackout rattler. I ended up going in a different direction, but yeah, so a couple Lancer mags and those mags, that's it. So when these came out, I had heard that there were some issues with them, so I didn't jump on them. And Drewski was like, yo, they're on their third gen, these are good to go. So I guess I probably shouldn't hold that up. He was like, they're good to go, so you need to give these a try. So Drew, thank you. And not only did he include a beautiful T mag, which I want to make all the T jokes trans jokes because it's translucent. But he also included, because I do have a dagger. He included this dagger specific break. I don't know if it's from PSA or H&R. I think it's actually from PSA, right? Let me see. I got the sack right here. Yeah, it's actually made by well, I mean, it's got their labeling and stuff on it, but the sack is from them, the sack that it comes in. And it's like, man, the lines match up and all that. So what I did is I took that, and thank you, Drew, by the way, that look, the last couple weeks have been challenging, and the next couple weeks are going to be challenging, which doesn't matter why, but let's just say I need to raise some funds over the next couple weeks, so I'm going to have some stuff for sale. Okay. But anyway, to come home and open up a box that's just totally unsolicited from a viewer and someone as awesome as Drew. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Gutter Cheese sent me a sticker pack just for the heck of it. A lot of times you guys do that, and like those super surprise mystery packages are just a morale booster for sure. But also, Drew, including that, it made me use my noodle a little bit. So what I did is I took that PSA break, I put the dagger break on the dagger because I had a dagger with a threaded barrel, and then I was looking at it and I was like, man, this would be even cooler if it could fit in like a safari land. And currently, it's sitting in this fat tack holster right here. But I was like, I should throw that on the RXM lower so then I can use it with Glock holsters, right? So then I mixed the RXM frame with the dagger upper, and I would like to introduce you guys to the RX Magger, the RXM Agger, the RX Magger. There's no real way to make this like sound okay. This was just like the least offensive way that I could make this like come together. But I gotta say, it looks great. The name sounds terrible, but it actually really came out great. And and while I'm thinking, I got your follow-up email to the homie asking about the knife clip. Yeah, so yeah, I'll respond to you and we'll work with you on that. It's actually the second one that's occurred. So that just popped in my head. So I got you. So if you're out there listening, don't worry, I got you, baby. Anyway, yeah, so this is the RXM frame with the dagger upper, with the dagger single baffle break on it, timed perfectly by yours truly, I might add, with a Goom Beam TLR 1 footprint compatible light with the Gideon optics. So the alpha on it. Bam. Honestly, man, I love this little package. Oh, and someone had asked earlier, what is the magazine extension? That is the Strike EMP. That is a +5 on a 19 mag, so it gives you 20 + 1. It's clean, man. It's clean. Let me take this down for a second. There you go. Boom. It's clean. I mean, I I don't know. It works in Glock holsters. It's almost like a instead of like the Roland special, we'll just call this the Roland special, like ROLLIN apostrophe, like the Roland special. I think it's because it's kind of like a Roland special, but it's kind of hood, kind of budget, kind of but hey, it's dope. I love it. Drewski, thank you so much. You made my day and means a lot. So thank you, sir. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. If you don't know, this is DLD After Dark. We do a live show every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, usually around 10:30. Honestly, I saw some of you guys like around 10:30, around. Usually, I'm kind of pushing things to 10:30 right now. It just depends on my availability, but every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday around 10:30. Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube, Saturdays on Rumble. We're doing a show, After Hours Armory, with Josh from Black Diamond Guns and Gear, your boy. So come check that out. But yeah, aside from that, we'll go ahead and get started. If you're watching this, if you're here for the first time, first off, I don't believe you, because this platform usually doesn't recommend new viewers, right? Let's just be honest. Every now and then we'll have someone fire off in the comments like no, me, I'm new, I promise. Sure thing, sure thing. But either way, if you are, welcome. We got a lot of great people in this community over here. Say what's up, chat, do your thing. If you're on mobile, it'll be the folks below right here. If you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day, then make sure you drop a comment, usually something like, replay mafia, recapitulation syndication, refried beans, reheating the leftovers, whatever, all the great creative things that you guys say. I love it. I love seeing it. Mostly, honestly, it's been like dark coffee, because in the morning people wake up, drink their coffee, and watch DLD After Dark, but it's in the morning, so it's like dark coffee. It's a good one. I like it. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take the next few minutes to greet all of the channel members, because nearly 90% of the support on this channel comes from the channel members directly supporting the channel. Outside of that, the two best ways to support outside of being a channel member are if you build guns, shop at dldhardware.com. That's where you can get jigs, tools, parts. I have my merch and all that there. But then also, we started a remarkable knife company, definitionknives.com. We got some of the best EDC cutlery. Honestly, the pricing is honestly, a few people recently, they were like, dude, you got to increase your prices. And I was like, no, I don't think so. We do want to keep everything under $100. These are really good quality knives. Currently, all of them are 59 to 79 bucks. This is the Aegean. A lot of these are like roller lock. Some people call them crossbolt, roller lock. Certain companies call them like an axis lock. But they're great, super strong, super solid, super thick. Some of them are D2 tool steel. Some of them are 8CR13 MOV steel. So definitionknives.com. I don't have any sponsors. I'm not working with companies. I'm not selling my soul to the devil. Literally, they are just my company. You know what I'm saying? I'm partnering with Rich. If you don't know Flying Rich, he's the homie. Man, that thing is just super clean. The co-pilot. The co-pilot, though, is the culprit. We've had two folks that had pocket clips break, so we're probably going to be redesigning them in the future. But out of the hundreds that we've sold, only two breaking. I'll take that all day. But it helped us identify a flaw, and because we have creative control over this stuff, we can just change it. So yeah, that's super dope. We love it. Check out definitionknives.com, and you will be seeing the newest one drop. I'm not going to say what it is, but I will say this. For those of y'all out here that know your boy, we still have a lot of people on the list that need to be honored by the naming of the blades. All right, so we name each knife after people that are making positive, moving the ball down the field, like doing positive things in the gun community, in the 2A rights advocacy community, and yeah, we have the next one dropping that's going to honor somebody that all of you love, and I wouldn't make light of the situation. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, let's see. I wonder, man, all the guesses are going to be coming out. People are going to be, man, I shouldn't have said anything. The teabagging Mags. The man dark. Man, you're the man. You the man. I appreciate y'all, man, for real. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. It's 10:30 standard dark time. I know. Dude, look. Hey, Kurt, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Rip, I saw your message before I went live. I had responded to Drewski. So I figured he got back with you, but thank you for taking the time to check in to see if I had links with Primary Arms, but unfortunately, Primary Arms does not sponsor your boy. But I do have links with like PSA, Brownells, SIG. I don't want to count that. And like a bunch of other companies, but most of the links that I have just give you guys a discount. They don't kick anything back to me. But thank you for taking the time to check in. That means a lot. And where MP5 SD? Still working on it. I am one can away from that, but that project is going to have to go on hold for a minute because, dollars and cents and stuff. What? DLD, Robert Ham, great to see you, by the way, my man. Hope your wife is doing well. DLD, I saw a video today that showed a TLR1 light for sale at Harbor Freight for $50. Bro, what? Okay, hold on. The likelihood of that being an authentic Streamlight TLR1 HL, I can't believe that. Maybe it was it a TLR1 or TLR1 HL footprint light Was it like slightly shaped? Was it the footprint of a TLR1, or was it an actual Streamlight TLR1? Because I've never seen that. I mean, man, I don't know. That's crazy. It's interesting though. Like I run goon beams on everything. I got goon beams on, my Geisley Super Duties, on the 10-3 that I've put like 12,000 rounds through. I just run them on everything. And the only lights that I've broken this year are both Streamlights. And I'm like, bro, what? I don't get it. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go ahead and take the next few minutes just to greet all of our channel members, and we're gonna get into the conversation. It'll be a really good conversation. And look, the reality is that it's time for all of us to prepare for whatever may come. Right? Get right with God. Get a great relationship with Jesus. Get right with your family. Prepare in every. I always say, water, food, shelter, security, in that order. And when I say shelter, I don't just mean like making sure your shelter is good. That could mean backup shelters. That could mean secondary locations, tertiary locations. Get your comms right. Get a comms schedule. Check in with. Do all the things. We can talk more on specifics later, but let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to greet all of our channel members, and then we're going to get started. We'll bring our guest on. So first in chat tonight was your boy Kurt24, the producer of the show. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Kurt24 is not only a channel member, but he is also a moderator. And appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And look, dude's been working like 27-hour days and still coming in here, still dropping links, still while people are getting fired for pulling a Jeffrey Toobin at his job and like rubbing one out. I'll let you, because you already said it publicly, I'll let you address that one in the comments, brother. Let's go through. We're going to address and welcome all the channel members, and we're going to get started. Eric Stockbridge, brother, great to see you, man. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Obviously, Drewski, lifetime channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And like I mentioned earlier, appreciate everything you did. Send in the tranny mag and honestly, I'm excited to give this a try. I haven't even cut it open. And then also, if you guys didn't see, I just want to make sure that you guys are all aware that I built the RX Magger. I'll work on the name. It's I didn't want to do like the RX MAGA, because it's like, we joke like with the like Boston accent, like it's the DAGA, the RX MAGA, because that'll just get everyone mad. I don't know. Anyway, so thank you, Drew. I appreciate you, brother. All right, let's see who else we got here. Kurt24, Eric Stockbridge, Drewski, Lightning McQueen, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Call 911 Namakila. Let's see. Eric Stockbridge, Lightning McQueenski. I'm just going through the channel members here. Hang tight. Blue Curtain Burner, brother. Great to see you as well. Also a channel member. Appreciate you. TMC, where you been at, bro? I just saw your name out of the corner of my eye. Just wanted to say what's up. But I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Fat Rooster, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. My guy, Zanti Misfit, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Lightning McQueen, Drewski, Kurt23 Ski. Let's see, Kurt24, Drew. Dang, yeah, I'm super far behind him. I'm playing catch up. Hold up. Why am I getting blowed up? Oh, that's okay. I can wait on that. Let's see, Lightning McQueen, Zanti, Drew. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, the great to see you. Can't wait to see you in August as well. We will be going to the GOA Goals event. We're actually going to have a table. Definition Knives is going to have a table with our blades all out. We're even this was like a trial print, and I was thinking like, oh, we could do like the some black, some red, you know what I'm saying, like something like that, and like have all of our night. But I think I'm gonna step it up and do like a nicer version. It actually kind of looks okay with like the blade side out with our logo on it and all that, but I just feel like I'm setting it up for failure if I have a bunch of just open blades just sitting out. I was telling Rich, I was like, dude, honestly, for real, we should probably take a bunch of our knives and literally completely remove the edge because I just feel like dummies are going to come up and cut themselves, which I guess that's why we have the band-aids, if needed, but we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen here. I will say though, man, I know I have a 3D print related business and all that. You guys know, I've been going 3D print like crazy, CAD crazy, CADing out a whole bunch of my own stuff, just going nuts. I did finally push one of my chub mods. I did finally push one of my chub mods to the point that it snapped off. So that took a lot of beating up though. If you guys run like nub mods, right? It's like that, only it's like $9.99 instead of $40. So that's cool if you want something. But I mean, maybe I should just throw like a pack of them, like 3 or 4 of them in there for $9.99 because I just want people to like have the capability of using something that is functionally similar that doesn't cost buttload of money. Clearly for $9.99, I'm not like making a bunch of money off of it. Gort, brother, great to see you, man. Also a channel member. Appreciate you guys, man, for real. Let's see. Zanti, Drewski, Gort, Drew, Zanti. Hey, there he is. More Beta Prince. More Beta Prince, my guy. I have been doing CAD myself personally. I've been CADing. I've been literally doing stuff from scratch in Tinkercad and then bringing it over into my slicer and printing it all myself. Like, man, I gotta say, I'm impressed with myself. I know that's like the most unattractive thing to say in the world, but dude, it's been honestly something that I've been putting off for like years, and I tried to do it a couple times and just gave up. So people like you, people like 3D Arms, people like Danny Meatball, people like all the dudes, even like Cody Wilson and all the dudes that have come on in the past, they've inspired me to be in you know a CAD daddy. Can I say that I'm a CAD daddy yet? No, I'm just kidding. Not yet. Not yet. We'll work on that. But I am in no way a CAD daddy. I'm literally doing stuff like like letters. These are like rows and rows of them, by the way. Yeah. So like stuff like that. Keychains, stuff for my daughter. Just like basic things like that. But all right, let's see. More Beta Prince, Kurt 24, Lightning McQueen. I said what's up to Lightning McQueen, right? Great to see you. Either way. Gort. Let's see. Gort. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. We said what's up. This is Magger country, dude. It is fire though. Tell me that's not gorgeous tech, brother. I see you. Fire. It is fire. I gotta say, it is pretty clean. A lot of these companies are making the same stuff, and then you know other companies are lasering their name on it. So I mean, it depends. If I knew who made the stuff, I have not run any of their stuff. Honestly, I haven't built Glocks in a long time, and I'll be real. The last thing I need is a semi-automatic striker fire 9mm or another 9mm sub gun. I'm literally sitting at like 40 Glocks. It's pretty ridiculous. Yes, the Roland special. That's exactly how I was thinking. LA riots, all part of their plan. We gonna talk about it. Let's see. Drew, thank you, Drew, with the hit the like button. Thank you, sir. Kurt 24. Drewski, Lightning McQueen, Frag out, brother. Great to see you, man. Dude, everyone was drooling over the Beretta and the Glock 17, by the way. I think what I'm gonna do is I think the project, because like on Rumble where I could like pick it up, show it off and all that, everyone was totally drooling over it. Even in the short that I made, they loved it. I think what I'm gonna do is I showed a picture of this like crazy battle worn bronze, and I think I'm gonna go with that and maybe get some like seafoam green, like Statue of Liberty green in there, just to make it look like insane, dude. Like very weathered and all that. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna look fire though. T for Tejas, brother. Great to see you also with Chenamemba. And I see some people in here saying something. That's weird. I don't know why you guys would be throwing out the Beam Goon. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. Maybe keep an eye out. Eric Stockbridge, DB Cooper, brother. Great to see you, man. Also with Chenamemba. Harbor Fright. Let's see. DB Cooper. Hold on. Harbor Fright sells a Braun 1000 lumen pistol light that looks a lot like a TLR1. Okay. TMFA Hall. Dang, where you been at? Holy moly. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Let's see. Xanti. We said what's up to Xanti Kurt 24. Oh, of course. Also, a Chenamemba. Great to see you. Let's see. Sport. Yo, Sport. I totally crashed on you last night, bro. I'm so sorry. If you're around tonight after the show, maybe tomorrow we can connect. My bad. I've totally left you hanging. Senor Boom! Member for 28 months. Hey, Dark. Hello, everybody. Chenamemba. Bro, great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in. I know it's I haven't seen you a lot in chat. I hope everything is good. Hope life is good. And it's great. It's great when you're here. I love it. Eric Stockbridge, Leighton McQueen, Mike McClune, the Goon, brother. Great to see you, man. Also with Chenamemba and a moderator. So watch because he'll put the he'll be out of here. Kurt 24, Senor Bob, bro. Lightning McQueenski. Let's see. DB Cooper. Chenamemba. Hey, Missouri Survival, brother. Great to see you. Got to make a definition knives. Survival fixed blade. Fixed blades are on the way. We are actually going to do a whole entire launch of only fixed blades. And we got some other stuff on the way too. So just wait. Could always put tape on the edge. That is way better and way less permanent. So thank you. I mean, we could always put another edge on it. Corn Pop, brother. Great to see you, man. Hope you and the fam and all the whole everyone is doing well. All right. We've been pushing it too long. We got to go ahead and get started. If I missed anyone, sound off in chat. I feel you, man. I feel you. T for Tejas. We said what's up. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So first off, guys, there is a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. Do we have a Ting Ting here? No way. No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. I don't see a Ting Ting. Do you see a Ting Ting? Ting Ting! Great to see you. Everyone, say hello to Ting Ting. She is our finest Pacific Islander viewer. Is that correct? Is that like politically correct? Anyway, we have a lot to cover tonight. Things are happening, as the Cottonmouth Kings would say. Things are crazy, and we're going to jump into some wild stuff. And we couldn't do it without the crashing pilot that you all know and love and trust. Your boy, the only Flying Rich that matters.
Indeed.
Because there is another Flying Rich.
Fly Rich.
And Fly Rich. But there's also another
Flying with Rich.
Oh, Flying with Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He is not as cool though, from what I hear.
I mean, of course he isn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't confirm or deny that for sure. But if you could, Rich, welcome, number one. Number two, if you could just not greet everyone, because I just did that and it took a very long
Hi,
time.
Bob. Hi, Drew. Hi, Tech Money. FGM. What's up? What's up?
There you go. Yeah, I missed a bunch of you guys. FGM, Robert Ham, Tech Money.
24.
Who else? Corn Pop, brother. Great to see you. Joe Morris, Sporty Brandy, Dangle Maddie, Tang Tang, Gerald Muir, Wordamir. All you guys, love y'all.
So
okay.
I'm designing this. I'm catting this for 6 USB outlets, and then I prototyped like some ridges that it would snap in.
Hold that back up, please. That looked like something very different a second ago.
Oh.
I was like, is that a muzzle brake, dude?
And then I designed it to snap so the PC board snapped in, and it does quite firmly. In fact, so well that you can plug the cord in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, tell me I'm not crazy. Tell me that did not look like something different from the angle that he was holding up. I'm like, what kind of muzzle brake is that? What caliber?
I wouldn't touch a gun part on live YouTubes.
Oh, goodness. Heavens, no. You've never done that.
And speaking of which, I just picked up a lot of cool ish that Fragout sent to me. I picked it up today.
Oh, that's right. You just picked it up today.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you made out like a bandit as well. Man.
I wish I could show. I want to show. It's so like, I'm like,
I
oh
know.
my gosh, look at this, look at this.
I know. And touching it, like having it right there in person, photos, videos, all that, it will never do it justice. And you always hear that and you're like, yeah, whatever. No, dude.
I got cool Fragout stuff right over here.
It's insane. But let's get back to it. If you could take a moment to introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are, what you do, where
not only an aviation plane crash expert, but I'm also suing the ATF. Oh, well, ATF and Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Florida for open carry, ATF for engaged in the business of.
I too am engaged in the lawsuit of suing the ATF for being engaged in the business of, because that's a bunch of bull hockey. Yep.
So yeah, we are taking no prisoners. We are going after the ATF.
He survives his landings. And actually, Rich has a relatively important channel update. If you're up to it.
Yeah, sure. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to deep dive into a topic. And today I discussed about the Ukraine war and the ramifications for the future of global warfare and what decimating or serving a severe dent into the Russian bomber fleet could possibly mean. But I'm thinking Thursday I'm going to go over FRT, super safety, wide open trigger, Graves trigger, whatever, Alamo trigger, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information there. There's a lot of onion to unpeel.
Yep. There's a lot of confusing parts. A lot of people don't understand.
There's crap I don't even understand.
Even like the legal aspect too. Like I just saw someone posted a video and like it said a comment 3 hours ago, bro literally posting a felony. Like not anymore. Like things change so rapidly.
But like ABC Holding and FRT having a beef, and I think Delmonico owns both companies. I'm like, your left hand's fighting with your right hand, huh?
Look, I said way back. I mean, I could probably go back and find the footage, but I was like, honestly, I think that they are producing these other triggers and that they're selling them, and they're like, hey, don't do that. You know what I mean?
There's like crazy crap. There's ITAR violations. I mean, this is like I really should start doing storytelling. Like, oh gosh, what is the guy? Crump turned me on to him. The Y Files. He tells a great story.
Yeah, he does a good job, and Hecklefish is just great. You know. So
I can't believe you know that.
What really?
I didn't know you watched the Y Files.
I mean, occasionally. I will say I had seen some of his stuff and just kind of it didn't like catch. And then Red Dawn, we were talking about a topic, and he was like, "Oh, you got to watch the Y Files video on it." And I was like, "The what?" But when he sent it to me and I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I know this dude, the Hecklefish." So yeah, I don't watch his stuff religiously, but what I have watched, it is good. He does an excellent job. I'll show love and give credit where credit is indeed due. And look, he makes way better content than I do.
He's just a great storyteller. And you, I often say, you tell a great story, because it's like if there's something you and I were involved, I'm like, Dark, tell the story. I don't even want to.
I appreciate that. Just
when we went to
playing
GOA Goals, where we're going to have a booth for definition knives.
Yes. I
And
may have
then we
given
got
you a little
photos.
heads up.
We got photos with somebody important after.
Somebody important
After Spicy Friday was over.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, I was like, Brandon Herrera. I was like, yeah, I took pictures of Brandon. Dude, you know, after we got back from goals last year, I had like 25 pictures of me with like every content creator, Brandon Herrera, Johnny B. What's that one guy? He's like a scholar or something. That guy, Jared, like all these people.
I didn't do any of that there.
I
I don't
posted
think I...
0.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I do
I didn't
that a
post
lot.
a single one.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I got all these videos, all these shorts, all these things lined up. I posted one short of like us with like the 2A fam and all that. And it's like, yeah, that's basically it. Let's back up a little bit. I will say this.
I did post a dick pic and a beaver pic from that trip.
Yeah, that's right. You did. For those that may not know what you're talking about, you may want to be more specific.
Dick Heller and the beaver at Bucky's.
Okay, there you go. That'll clear things up with the algorithm. And I did post a dick pic. Yeah. Usually we talk about deck pics. So okay, all right, let's get into it. We spoke earlier about this. Where would you like to kind of dig in? Where would you like to start?
How to find a protest near you. And by the way, four things are happening on Saturday. Do you know what 4 they are?
I believe mostly. You know what? I love. Let's start there, and let's back up a little bit. I have to say one more thing about the whole forced reset trigger thing. Okay. Probably should have played a quick little thing. You know, like the little like things that I play when I take like a drink or something.
It's just gonna blow up.
No, it won't blow.
All right, for sure.
Is there a longer video to that? I definitely want to see what
I've looked. I saw one that was like a little longer, but it didn't provide any answers. It's just, you know. Anyway,
Can we get him on your show?
Dude, I think actually the comment I left when I found the actual guy, I think I literally put like, you need to come on my show because I've played this like 2,000 times. Okay. So like you said earlier, I don't believe that a singular person should have any restriction on anything related to arms. Okay. Firearms, or indeed, or claws or teeth or anything. I think that each person is born with natural rights, and that those natural rights of self-preservation are literally given to them by God, therefore cannot be taken or removed from man by man, from man by man. And obviously we know that's not the case, right? And then also those rights that are given by God that can't be taken by man are supposed to be protected by the Constitution of the United States and also the Constitution of each individual state. And yeah, clearly we're not seeing that, right? So I love that things like FRTs exist. I love every single thing about it. Okay. And then we'll get into the topic here in a minute, guys. So just hang out for a sec. If you're here, it's likely that you are a gun guy. Okay. So we're taking a moment to talk about gun guy stuff or knife guy, definitionknives.com. Okay. So FRTs, super safeties, all this. I love that all of it exists, and I love what it is. Hoffman Tactical,
Brainiac,
absolute stud, dude.
Built his own hot air balloon.
Yeah, the dude is just incredible. He's been on the show a couple times. The dude is just remarkable. All right, but my issue with Rare Breed, my issue with Lawrence DeFaggio, my issue with the organization as a whole. A, I love what they're doing. B, I hate that they're attacking every single company with, lawsuits.
And here's the weird thing. They're friends of a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Awkward. Well, so I'm talking smack, but here's what I'm saying. I do love what was created. I won't say what they created. I love what was created.
who created what?
I love the Graves patent. and I love what the company has created. And I love the stand that they took, where when the ATF was like, "Hey, stop selling that," and they were like, "Oh yeah, sure. Let me check what time it is." I respect that. That takes
I'll tell you
such big
what I
massive
have
balls.
a little bit of beef with.
Could
Definitely.
I finish to say my beef real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. So it may be the same beef, honestly. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to pull a John Crump.
be.
I'm just saying. So here's my issue. My issue is that if anyone infringes on that design, I think that they should be able to legally go after that person, come to an agreement, or if there's no agreement that could be had, absolutely take whatever legal ramifications you think are necessary. However, to the other triggers that are completely different designs, but just give the end user a similar outcome, for them to attack those individuals, and then still to this day attack companies, though they pulled away from Hoffman, right? And they didn't go after him because he really just kind of published files and guidance and instructions. But companies still to this day that are selling super safeties because they've now changed and updated their patent, they're suing them, sending them cease and desist letters and suing them out of existence when we need those things in metals, CNC machined. We need those things to be out there when the super safety is a completely different design. That's like suing someone that sells wooden
Does this look
dowels.
like a super safety? Oh, it's a Beats earbud.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying,
What?
I think it's wrong that they're doing that. And I think that if it truly infringes on your patent, I get it, right? But something that just, gives the end user a similar outcome doesn't mean that infringes on your patent. I think that's a little too far. That's all I'm saying. That's my beef.
Yeah, it's show
Interrupting
me
Rich. Well, hello guys.
show me how your trigger, like at FRT, the Graves patented trigger, shares any mechanical similarity to the super safety.
That's what I'm saying. And they're still issuing cease and desist, and currently taking several companies to court over selling super safeties.
But as Curtis of VSO Gun Channel so eloquently pointed out, the carb is a bitch.
100%.
So Curtis, kudos to Curtis on formulate. Oh, there it is.
Stifler Manufacturing, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Also a great place to get excellent Glock slides. So check them out. If you use code DARK on certain stuff, you save some monies. Red Dawn Readiness, great to see you as well. Also an excellent channel. Check him out. And Stifler, I will finally take you up on your offer, as mentioned on the last show, of receiving one of your delicious third generation Glock slides. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say probably you just pick the color you want, and I'll.
Do you know how much cool stuff I
else.
got here? I want to show and I can't show.
Dude, just on my desk. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't. I mean, we could go over to Bumble with an R, but
I think we need to do the live stream here, and then have a camera top down show us fondling what we can't see from here. I did
on
that
Rumble.
once. Yeah.
I feel like that would be really difficult to manage.
Yeah. Anyhow, so my beef,
Yeah.
my beef with FRT is they got a C&D letter and they kept selling it. So yes, kudos on the double barrel FU. Kudos.
We'll do.
But what that did is it put the consumers on the FU end of the ATF. of the.
Yes, it did. I agree. Also,
So and I've never got the warm and fuzzy vibe from these guys. I always
Never.
just felt like they were much more slippier than the average snake.
and there were times where they were literally being openly dishonest, and everyone's like, yeah, yeah. It's like, there's no such thing as digital shredding. It doesn't matter if they decline to give your information, because guess what? Stamps.com, USPS, UPS, FedEx, whoever it is.
Red Beard Treasures.
Yeah, that's great. Red bearded treasures. Dude, these other companies, your ship station, your pirate ship, your whatever, they don't care. If they get a federal grand jury subpoena, they're like, okay, respond to this, all this information, nice seal package, one bow, whoop, send it right out. I'll tell you what, I got called by the ATF, and they were like, are you the owner and sole proprietor of DLD Hardware? I said, yes, I am. They said, we have a gentleman that purchased one of your items and completed a goose gun with it as a polymer 80, and kind of, alluded to the fact that an egregious crime was committed. And I was like, oh man, well, that sounds terrible. Unfortunately, I'm not going to disclose any of my private information to you, or the private information of one of my customers to you, unless you were to serve me with a federal grand jury subpoena. So he said, okay, and then sent me a federal grand jury subpoena. I was like, dang it. Okay. All right. So I contacted the GOA. The GOA, I mean, dude, straight up. And I will say, when I just started the DLD hardware thing, selling jigs, tools, parts, and all that, especially at the time when it was like very fresh and very new, and it was like, we're going after companies selling jigs and frames and this and that, I actually contacted the GOA in advance and was like, hey, I'm putting F the ATF on every box. Thousands and thousands, like at this point, over 12,000 packages have been sent out that literally say F the ATF. All right. They don't like that. They've purchased from me before. I promise you they have. And when they receive it and have to cut through the F the ATF tape, they don't like that. But it's hilarious. Anyway, you're welcome. And then the attorney, my attorney, after retaining his services lawfully, he contacted me back and said, I can't tell you exactly what the guy did, but I can tell you it is an absolutely terrible thing that he did with your item. So earlier last year, I was like, I really want to make the evidence table. Well, it turns out I did not want to make the evidence table. It's always like funny when like a 3D, developer, one of their frames or guns or whatever hits an evidence table, and it's kind of celebrated, or the 50 BMG, in
another country,
in different places.
And then they call him up and they're like, hey, stop selling.
Oh man. And then, but also, like, that's not just an upper. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I mean, it is just an upper, and that's all it should be ever. Anyway, but like, whatever. So they came in a hurry, jumped in, helped, supported me, and I literally did. I buckled, so I didn't get federally effed in the A. And I gave them one person's information that committed an egregious crime. And I wouldn't say that because it's not like I know exactly what that dirtbag did. And I was like, oh, that is so morally corrupt. If I had known what that dirtbag did, then I feel compelled. I don't feel bad about giving that one piece of information. Whatever. Say what you will. I'm a dirtbag. I'm a silly cuck that, doesn't stand on my morals and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I tried for a little bit. I'm sorry. So I say all that to say it is regardless of how many times you have engaged with law enforcement, it is absolutely a little bit intimidating to speak with the ATF directly. So doing so without counsel could be damning. Ask Matt Hoover.
Ooh.
I know. Crazy. Tactical Muffin Top. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Facts. Free CRS. And there's some stuff going on behind, closed doors that there may be a group of people working on stuff and have been for some time. So anyway, now we can get to the thing. By the way, the topic doesn't start until nearly an hour into the show. You're welcome. There you go.
Only 56 minutes in.
I know. So, okay. At the beginning, what were you saying?
I'm flying rich, and
You already did that
shoot,
part. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
print, guns.
Mhm.
But I'm friends with Walter Keller.
He's a great friend to have, by the way. I mean, in my opinion, he's a great friend to have.
Yeah, I haven't been invited out to the Keller Secret Proving Grounds in a while, but
Really?
Yeah.
He invites me all the time.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't.
dude, it's 4 hours for me.
It is 24 hours for me. No, one day we'll do some hacienda shooting.
I need an
together.
airplane put together
You should do
so I
that.
get there faster.
You should do that. But I will absolutely 100% be putting a Safety Harbor compact entry stock with the brace
Love
attached
the
only.
Kess.
Dude, it's so dope. If you guys don't know, he has one for like so many different platforms. The MP5 SD is absolutely going to be rocking the KES. If the short act goes through, it'll be rocking the stock. If the short act does not go through, it'll be rocking the brace. But anyway, we have some interesting things. Some that popped up today. The first person to share this information with me actually was your boy, Drew. So thank you, Drew, for doing that. He sent me a video of an individual that first shared a little bit of information. We all know what's going on with LA. And I think you kind of said you wanted to start there. So if you want to start there, you can go ahead and I'll pull up supporting documentation.
Sure. It's kind of messed up. Glenn Beck covered a bit of it this morning, but yeah, I didn't have all the details until I think I talked to you. I did a little search on my own, and then I found the rest of the information. There's a nokings.org website, and there's a map on the website, and literally there are 3 locations on Saturday where they're going to be having an event. So I started by saying there's 4 things happening Saturday.
Yep.
Huh. You could type in your zip code and see what's going sideways in your hood.
Yes.
Look, they're even effing around in Mexico and Canada.
Dude, it's insane.
Must take a lot of money to have that much grassroots effort going on.
Yeah. I mean, I could only
AstroTurf.
expect something like AstroTurf roots. I would expect
AstroTurf
for someone to
grassroots.
be able to pull something like this off,
You'd
they would have
be
to
a Walmart.
Yeah, you'd have to own like a massive global franchise like Walmart or something like that.
And be totally communist.
Oh, that's the Walton family values. So this is one of the daughters of was it Samantha Walton?
I don't know.
I'll have to pull it back up,
They're
but
big Walton.
yeah, essentially we'll go back to the 4 things.
So 4 things are happening Saturday. It's Flag Day.
Tis.
Donald
It's
Trump's
also
birthday.
Trump's birthday. Yep. It's also the military parade day.
Oh, then there's 5 things going on.
And it's also Rich's wedding anniversary.
Yes. And we have
So what's the 5th thing?
Trump's birthday, and they're doing this No Kings rally.
Oh, so this is the 5th thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So
and
what
we
they're
have
saying,
royalty with us in the chat.
retail royalty. Oh, Suburbance.
Subpar Prince, Mexican ballistics himself.
Yes, sir. Great to see you, brother. Reminds me of the setup called BLM. Now, that was just for a
Who's building large
particular Rosenberg to siphon millions of dollars, which, by the way, is a white Jewish woman. Susan Rosenberg, who was running BLM at the time, that was just her way of siphoning millions of dollars into her personal, totally not her personal finances.
Do you know how many companies donated like $100,000, $1 million to BLM? Do you know how many people
Lots.
BLM has helped?
0. And you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot to add former convicted Weather Underground terrorist Susan Rosenberg, who was caught with 500 pounds of illegal explosives that was going in a van that was going to do something that we can't talk about even on this platform. So there's that. Oh, but I'm sorry. Bill
And her
Clinton
husband
pardoned her.
advised Barack Obama on starting a political career.
Yeah. And then Bill Clinton pardoned her for her terroristic activities. So what people are saying is that on June the 14th, Juneteenth? Is that Juneteenth too?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. This is just getting too crazy.
Hold on, I gotta pop a calendar.
Whatever. I'll let me stop. It has been alleged that by the opposition that they are planning massive hundreds
Juneteenth
and hundreds.
is the 19th.
19th. Okay, thank you. Massive amounts, hundreds and hundreds of protests. We will call them protests at this point, all over the country now, and really all over even other countries like Mexico and Canada. But it seems at this point, if we can use LA as kind of a I don't know, like a sounding board of how things are going at these protests, I could say that they're mostly peaceful but fiery. Like smashing cinder blocks after pallets and pallets and pallets have been dropped off at very conspicuous loading docks. These folks that are engaging in these ICE riots are literally smashing cinder blocks and cinder bricks and throwing chunks of cinder bricks and cinder blocks at police and police vehicles from overpasses, shooting fireworks, burning down cars. I mean, this is obviously all of you guys have seen the footage in LA, and it's absolute insanity. It looks like your hood and my hood, they look a little busy.
My old hood, Long Island, and they got a Southampton one. Look at that!
Wow, that's going to be a nice little treat.
Beach, that'll be lit. I'm sure.
With some nice chilled
Hampton
lemonade.
Bays, Sag
Now,
Harbor.
I've heard that they're actually also offering training for these events. Should we just go ahead and pull up the
website?
The website here?
Orient Point. They got something going. Damn.
No Kangs.
Oh, they even on Block Island they're going to have an event. Hold on. Let's go to Nantucket.
Hold on, man. I got to bring this up. Okay?
Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket.
I'm not surprised. This could literally just be people clicking all over the map to encourage people to do things in these areas, just hoping and praying that people will show up, because most of these are just in very densely populated areas.
Dude, the East End. Well, all right, summertime East End, Long Island, Asbury Park, Toms River.
But here's the ridiculousness here. Okay. So they're saying what is currently going on is absolute tyranny. Okay.
I hate when that tyranny happens.
This is the tyranny being people that are breaking the law, committing a felony to come into this country. And he's one of the 700 that were activated. Was somebody's whatchamacallit number activated? Sorry, my bad. I'm too distracted. Okay, so they're saying that this is tyranny, right? When people come over into this country illegally and they commit a crime by doing so. And look, I'm certainly not, a fan of government overreach. I am a fan of limited government and freedom, liberty, and independence all the way. Hey, Ed Zachary, brother, thank you so much for joining the Kimlight Battalion, my guy. I appreciate you for real. Gentlemen Buzz is the way that we can, keep the lights on. And I finally got that ammo shipment on the way. I'm about to go run some rounds through all these judgment sticks. So thank you all. I appreciate you so much. Ed Zachary, my guy. Thank you, brother. So for them to say that what is occurring is tyranny, however, to not see the hypocrisy in their actions when they literally go after our natural rights that are protected by the Constitution and saying that you should just do it by executive order. You should just swipe at the pen hold on. You should circumvent Congress and you should just at the stroke of a pen write an executive order. Now they can't legally do that, but let's say that they do. Wouldn't that literally be the definition of tyranny?
Yes.
So they find fascism and dictatorships to be abhorrent, but they believe the way that we fix that is by fascism and dictatorships. I find that very interesting. So if you go to this gay site or website, it says no kings. This is nokings.org. In America, we don't do kings. They've defied our courts, deported Whoa. Hold on. Deported Americans.
Yeah, not so much.
Disappeared people off the streets,
Hey, when that
attacked
happens.
our civil rights, and slashed our services. What services were slashed? I'm just curious.
Church services? What are we talking about?
That's not cool if they did that. The corruption has gone. Period. To, period. Far, period. No thrones, period. No crowns, period. No kings. Did ChatGPT make this website? I mean, this just seems like kind of ridiculous. I mean, literally, they've defied our courts, deported Americans, disappeared people off the streets, attacked our civil rights, and slashed our services. The corruption has gone too far. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. It sounds like a movie trailer, only, just as fake as... Anyway, on June 14th, We Rise Up hosts an event. Host Toolkit. Find an event near you on the map below. For a special note on Washington, D.C., click here. Oof. Okay. So I this is an expanded version of the map. So what? So let's say Washington, D.C. So what? 20001, I think that is. Yeah, Washington, D.C. Okay. Let's see how many we got in this area. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34,
So if you click on them, they tell you what it is and what time.
Yeah. No kings. WAFA. Visibility Brigade. 1:30 to 3:30. Rock Spring. Man, this is straight up in DC. Morning visibility event. This event's address is private. Sign up for more details. Hernan Reston Indivisible Rally and Street Visibility event. Rockville. No kings on the pike. No. Silver Spring. Woof. Yeah, this is interesting. Woodbridge, Lake Ridge, Springfield. No kings. Witness for Democracy. What's that? No kings. Alexandria. Washington. Yeah, that's interesting. If someone else would throw out a zip code if you want me to look it up. Holy moly. My bad. I was on another screen. Ed Zachary,
Oh wow.
bro. Holy moly. Ed Zachary with a $20 super duper chat. And he just became a channel member. He said, dude, thank you for the extra knife. Hold on, what? I gave you an extra knife? You're gonna need to send that back, bro. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the extra knife. The co-pilot is fire, and the journalist reminds me of a Glock marketing maniac. Dude, thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm glad, super glad that you like them. That was Rich's co-pilot. I stole it, or that was Rich's journalist. I stole it while he wasn't looking. So thank you. And honestly, thank you for the support. All you guys, man. Look, we do what we can for each individual person, and it just, you guys being here, just being part of this, being part of the community, it means a lot to me, for real. And all the support that you guys have given from not only DLD hardware but Definition Knives has been incredible. We are about to do the launch finally of this other knife that a lot of you have been waiting for, and it's not something that you want to take lightly. You don't want to make light of it, because it's something that a goon may enjoy. I'm just kidding. All right, let me stop. Again, Ed Zachary, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. It means a lot. They're saying they're not doing one in DC. Looks like the NGOs don't want to trash their own backyard. So it's funny you say that. I was about to go check out the special note about DC, but it does say that there's a buttload in the area. What I may need, because I can't do both, could you pull nokangs.org?
I got it up. Yeah.
Okay, and then go to where I'm at, and then I'm gonna read you the zip codes because I can't see them, and then pull them up. Actually, and before you do that, and I'll screen share you. Let me go
present, share, no kings.
So what I think is, because there's literally going to be a massive military parade going on, that is why they're steering clear of Washington, D.C. On June 14th, Flag Day, Donald Trump wants tanks in the street and a made-for-TV display of dominance for his birthday, a spectacle meant to look like strength, but real power isn't staged in Washington.
Hold on. Got an announcement here. Ed Zachary gifted 5 memberships.
Whoa, bro. Dude, thank you so much, man. Ed Zachary is killing it with the... Hold up, Ed Zachary, did you just get your package? Because I shipped that out like 2 weeks ago, dude. That is crazy. I'm having such issues
I've had
right
some
now.
crazy experiences with USPS.
I have nearly a dozen package that are completely unaccounted for that I dropped off like over a week ago. All of them say that the shipping label has been created, but that they haven't received it. And it's been like over a week.
Oh, man.
I just had a dude blow me. That's one of the reasons I was late. I had a dude blow me up. He's like, respond to me. Answer me. Where's my stuff? I'm like, dude, I can I contact you tomorrow when I get in the orifice? I mean, I love going inside of orifices. All right, let me see here. Ed Zachary, brother, you're doing the most. I so appreciate you. You are the man, for real. Thank you. And I'm going to need to pull it up. Dang, he just got it yesterday. Dude, that's crazy. But thank you, man, for real. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. You guys will also see that this stream is not monetized. And the super chat, the channel membership, and then you gifting other channel memberships helps more than you will ever know. Thank you. Live Life was gifted a membership. Rip Curl Readiness was gifted a membership. MC Moran was gifted a membership. Cretan Concerns was gifted a membership. Hey, and Tech Money was gifted a channel membership. That's awesome, bro. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate you, dude. You are the man. I'm still lurking, fellas. Stay safe, y'all. Appreciate you, man. And we are going to get to the safety and preparation aspect of this too, which is why we're doing this. I'm going to go back to the zip codes here. Wow, I didn't know grassroots were so organized. All right, so Fire Rider, brother, great to see you as well. Let me pull up your.
In Florida, you can just run over people if they're in the street blocking the road.
I would absolutely never recommend that anyone do anything like that as often as
Unless
possible.
you borrow one of Walt's military vehicles.
I don't think we can joke about murder. That's one of the things.
Wait, it's not like Bugs Bunny Roadrunner. They stand up, they're just flat, they go, and then they're three-dimensional again.
You know, it's funny when I said that, someone hit the heart. Someone's going crazy on it. Look at this. Someone is like blowing up the emojis right now. I don't know if you can. Oh, it literally stopped.
It stopped.
Showed that.
Stopped.
That's crazy. Oh, there it is. Someone's going crazy with emojis. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all so much, dude. If you do like the stream, it does tell other likely like-minded people that you enjoy the content, so that means a lot. Thank you. Let's see. But real power isn't staged in Washington. It rises up everywhere else. Instead of allowing this birthday parade to be the center of gravity, we will make action everywhere else the story of America that day. What? We will make action everywhere else. Oh, they just don't punctuate. The story of America that day. People coming together in communities across the country to reject strongman politics and corruption. For that reason, No Kangs is not hosting an event in Washington, D.C. It's not the thousands of military members, tanks, and likelihood of being, capped in the face. It's because we want to show our power everywhere else. We will instead have a major flagship march and rally in Philadelphia to draw a clear contrast between our people-powered movement and the costly, wasteful, and un-American birthday parade in gay Washington, D.C. You can RSVP for the Philadelphia. Wasn't there an AIDS movie named Philadelphia? Anyway, event here. For participants in the DC area, we encourage you to join us in Philadelphia. Find a local No Kangs mobilization in Virginia or Maryland. Or join our partners at Free DC for DC Joy Day, a community-led event in the district. Oh, I was on the wrong, my bad. Dude, my bad. So that's what I was reading right there. All right, so let's take a look at this. I will add your.
That's actually my hood.
Is that the map that you pulled up?
Well,
or is that the No Kings map?
Yeah, that's the No Kings map, and this is my hood.
Okay.
So closest to me, they're going to be at the Palm Beach County Courthouse. I don't know why you have to RSVP, but. And then
they don't give the
actually
information.
Going to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They're going to march in caravan to Mar-a-Lago, but actually Mar-a-Lago is right here. So I'm like, you're going, I guess, down this road in here, and this is a park that's like a couple of blocks away from Mar-a-Lago. So they have one event that's further away that's going to march down to Mar-a-Lago, and then one event that's like around the corner. So this is 9 a.m. to 1:30, and this one is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Grassroots, more like jackboots. Dude, look, for all of you guys out there, remember that this is financially sponsored by and funded by Walmart. Okay, remember that. When all of you go to make your decision on where you choose to purchase groceries from,
your cheap Chinese stuff,
remember that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you to buy stuff somewhere or to not buy stuff somewhere. I'm just saying, remember these things when we choose to make these types of decisions. Same reason I canceled Netflix. Same reason I canceled Amazon, which is why Rich needs to order stuff for me every now and then from Amazon because I don't have Prime. Same reason. I know. I'm a terrible person. I have no moral standards or principles. I know. Same reason I canceled, HBO Plus and Paramount, whatever, and HBO Max or whatever, Disney Plus, ABC Mouse, like all of that stuff. The only two things I didn't cancel were YouTube and PayPal. I know. I'm a
I canceled
flawed
PayPal.
man. I know. So hold on. So you're saying the 45426 is your hood?
You want me to type that in?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So yeah, this one up here, 45426.
And we're in the Dayton, Ohio area.
If you guys want us to pull up a zip code, just toss it in chat and we'll take a look.
So in beautiful Dayton, they're going to be doing this from 1 to 3. And No Kings Rally doesn't say where. Let's see, Troy. They're going to be at the Miami. There's actually a Miami, Ohio courthouse.
Okay. So Troy, Ohio, Miami, Ohio.
Yep. National Day of Action, Hands Off Our Flag. Okay. At the Springfield City Hall in Eaton. They've got Preble County Courthouse.
Okay.
Let's see. Middletown, it's the sidewalk at the mall. And I guess where it says courthouse, it's going to be at the courthouse.
So there's like 8 to 10 of them roughly in that area.
Mm-hmm.
What about 18951?
18951. Ooh. Whoa! So this is like Jerksey, Pennsylvania area, right?
Oh, and they were just saying they're doing that big one in Philly.
We're Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, I guess I should probably not post y'all's names with the zip codes. My bad. I wasn't thinking about
King of Prussia, really? Say it ain't so.
Dude, that's a lot. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. I mean, you can thank Schoolhouse Rock for that one. Yeah, I mean, you got 21 or so in that area or more. And then of course they're saying they're going to do that big one in Philly, which is big gay.
Oh, what's the big one here? So that's Manhattan. New Orleans funeral, second line at No Kings.
Yikes. Dude, I mean, look, someone had to have come to the website, selected that they're going to host, okay, got a host pack, got training, because they do provide training, and they provide like care packages with signs and shields and all sorts of stuff like that based on the research that some have done.
So Zanti Misfit dropped me into Alaska. Are you telling Zanti? Are you in Alaska really?
There's actually at least one in Alaska. No Kangs, Fairbanks, wherever Fairbanks, Alaska is. There's one. Some
Wait.
poor soul. 2? Do we got 2? We have a few. We got 3. Healy, Valley
Alaska State Courthouse, Valdez.
Oh, there's more. There's like 4, 5.
The event address is private. Sign up here for more details.
Yeah, it seems like some of them are doing private. I guess that's like their sad excuse for OPSEC or something. Kurt 24 says do 48073. One thing he said, well, I'll be.
Dang.
Woof. Yeah, dude. Michigan goes pretty hard when it comes to protests, including Pro 2A uh, pro gun, Pro 2A stuff as well. I've seen a lot of go hard, freedom loving folks out that way.
Where was I? I was
Hey, Eric
in.
Stockbridge said that the definition knives boxes are fire.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
worked in Jackson, Michigan. That's it.
Dude, we put so much into this, and I have literally lots.
I gotta say, a
lots.
lot of work went into the packaging design and unboxing experience.
Multiple times, actually, because we did it, used them, went through them, failed, made progress, ordered more, and I might be sitting on like 1,000 in my garage right now. Mr. Ham says do faux 22 faux o.
It says 42240. Oh, did I not?
Yeah.
422. Oh, I did one too many fours. In Hopkinsville. Okay, it's 12 to 1:30. They only got 90 minutes in their tank.
It is funny. It's almost
These
like
guys
they're
got
paid to
3
be
hours. Clarksville, and Clarksville is good for. They're good for an hour. They got 60 minutes in their tank.
So they
Beautiful Nashville. They're
Hold
going
on,
to be
is
gone
that
for 2 hours.
again? Oh no, that's not again. Okay, sorry. I just saw the Kurt 20 member for 39 months. And what does he do? He puts definitionknives.com.
He did that on my channel too. Yeah, thank you,
Thank you
Kurt.
so much, man. You that's your one free member chat, and you threw us out there. Thank you, man. The feds are taking your packages for the stickers and the DK knives. That's too funny. Kurt, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Black Diamond Josh, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Let's see if we got any other zip codes. Do 22152.
22152. Whoa.
Woof. Yeah.
That's a fudge ton. Look at Sterling. Dude.
Sterling Reston. Not too far from where I growed up, son.
Reston, Virginia. This event addresses private. OPSEC.
OPSEC, baby.
Herndon Reston Indivisible Rally and Street Visibility Event. But it's invisible because we're not telling you where.
McClune the Goon says do 15001. Oh, hold on. Oh, I got you, Stifler. Give me 1 sec.
Look, we got a couple in Pittsburgh. I'm going to zoom in there. All right, so we got 2 in Pittsburgh, 2 to 4:30, Freedom Corner.
Freedom Corner.
And 12:30 to 2:30 at the county building, city county building. They can't make up their mind. Which one is it?
Is it the city? Is it the county?
You don't know. Pittsburgh International. I've actually been there, but I wasn't the pilot.
Look, there have been times that I have, made the decision to stop by Walmart and grab something because of convenience or cost or whatever, knowing that I was, funding dirtbags. I will literally never again spend a singular dollar at Walmart. Ever again. M. Gabriel, what's up, brother? Good to see you. When Levi's went to the dark side, I stopped wearing pants.
Yep. Amen.
You know what? Sometimes you got to. You already did Zantes. Was that the one that you did? 997. Oh, that's a different one.
You sure?
90210. You already know it's going to be a
No, that it
bajillion.
was the Alaska one. Yeah.
That was the all right. Gotcha. Zanti sent another one 93448, and then I'll get back to you in just a sec, Stiffy. Oh dang, we're getting a bunch. No Kings is fake and gay. Totally agree. It's fake and gay. The thing is that there are absolutely people out there that are going to be coming to these events 100%. It's being pushed out there big time.
Santa Barbara, Chase Palm Park, Lepomoc, Simi Valley.
Those are kind of a little further out of the area.
Of course, Los Angeles.
Woof. Man, those are all over. I already know Chicago, of course. Peach Pit
really?
After Dark.
Catalina Island? You're serious? Oh, they only got 60 minutes in the tank here. This event's address is private because we don't want to get our asses stomped.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. Most of this is probably a bunch of BS, or
I think so.
Single ladies that are just like, I want to hold a sign, But either way, imagine. Okay, do you guys remember Virginia 2020 when there were 30,000 dudes in full kit at the Virginia Capitol in Richmond? If there was to be a website funded by, a big corporation that was like, screw this, we're done, like GOA and a bunch of other, firearm related organizations came together and made something like this. I mean, honestly, I think that would be an excellent idea, but the opposition would take this very seriously. Well, I hate to say opposition like that. People of opposing views would take it very seriously. So I think that no matter what, the moral of the story, not because of this, like, don't be scared, be prepared, right? In every situation, there is never a situation to not prepare, right? It's foolish not to. So take what with this, whatever you will with this. But the reality is that no matter what, we have to make sure that we prepare in every single way. Water, food, shelter, security. Boom. That's the, that's the truth. Let's see. Oh, Drewski has given us one too.
Yep. Yeah, I looked it up already.
Oh, you got that? Okay. And Stiffy, I got to go back to Stiffy. I'm kind of curious. DLD After Dark 85613. 85
Oh, I gotta
6 1 3.
Wow. Sierra Vista. 9 to 10:30. They got 90 minutes in the tank. Veterans Memorial Park on the sidewalk.
Dude, if I was planning on going and actually protesting, it would not be for 60 to 90 minutes.
I actually, if it's safe, I don't mind. These guys in Vail, they only got an hour in on them.
I mean, dude,
these guys are in for an hour.
It seems to me that people that only do something for an hour or 90 minutes or even a few hours, it almost seems like, I don't know, maybe they were compensated for that. Will you please do 24202?
24202.
It looks like 5 in the immediate area.
Kingsport, Tennessee.
Hold on, sorry. I talked over you. What was the first one?
Kingsport, Tennessee. They got 2 hours in on the tank there, 120 minutes.
Johnson City.
Johnson City, 11:30 to 2. Wow, they're sticking it out for a couple hours. All right.
Hold on, and that's another one that was Abingdon, Virginia.
Where is this it? Abingdon, Virginia, at the Federal Building for 2 hours.
Interesting. A lot of work went into your mom's box. Yes, very true. No King, West Jefferson, North Kakalaka. Once I got through the 15 layers of bubble wrap, yeah, Saudi. Rooftop Asians reporting. Where do we position? Dude, that's awesome. Oh, sorry, not my name, brother. Good to see you. Look up 49007. And okay, so one thing, like Red Dawn and I were talking about this earlier, and I would say personally, although a lot of this could be total made up BS, anytime people that could be potentially dangerous tip their hand, I say gather all the information that you can, just from a safety standpoint and preparation,
Niles, 1 hour. We got an hour. And if they're hoping everybody shows up on time, I won't talk about a specific people time because that would be rude.
Well, that'd be a little more than rude. Lazy people time? Is that what you're saying?
Do you ever
LPS,
you ever
LPS
worry about
time?
your DMs going public? Like you wanted to DM somebody and you actually sent something public?
I've literally openly showed my DMs on live stream before. Funny enough, to showcase how terrible I am at responding to them, because sometimes people will hit me up and be like, dude, I've DM'd you, I've hit you up, I've all that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Ooh,
12,
they're sticking
13,
it out for 4 hours
14,
here.
15, 16. I did read that one. Oh, no way. That's right. Hot Dog 990. I didn't respond to you. Congratulations.
Respond to Hot
If
Dog
you're,
990?
it's funny because I called Rich like, yo, you're not going to believe this. But that's awesome. Love it. Congrats. Live Life, LARP Raiders Anonymous. Man, I'm such a dirtbag. Tactical Turkeys. Fit and Fire sent me something. My
Fit
brother,
and Fire? Really?
dude, all these people. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. It's like impossible, man. Did you see Mr. BS's? Good to see you, Mr. BS, by the way.
85014.
Yeah, that's the year I was born.
Woo. Mesa, Scottsdale. Whoa, Mesa.
Whoa.
9 to
12.
noon.
You got 12 like immediately in that area.
Pedestrian bridge. I guess they're going to throw rocks over it. Scottsdale, 8 to 10. 8:30 to 9:30. These guys only got an hour in the tank, and with everybody showing up late, because it's somebody's time. 8 to 9:30. They got 90 minutes in the tank there. Here's another 90 minute.
I just don't
90
understand
minutes.
how
90
there's
minutes.
anything wrong with people that came into our country.
7:30 a.m.
Yeah, ain't nobody can do
Dude.
that.
Nobody's getting up that early.
If people came into our country illegally, they should be deported from our country, period. Right? And I've taken more
I say we treat illegals the same way Mexico treats illegals. How about that?
I've even taken more extreme stances in the past on the border, and even the LA riots specifically, that an M2 Browning 50 BMG should be used. And once homies see all their buddies disemboweled by massive projectiles, they would probably change their minds and, move on. Same thing like if our border was protected by snipers, once someone sees their, friend's cerebral cortex splattered all over their cousins, they probably would not come over, and they would run and go tell that story to everyone. So yeah, that may be extreme, but first off, I got to say that I have absolutely zero hate in my heart for anyone at all of a different race, religion, creed, color, anything like that at all, period.
No, I spent some time in Monroe, Louisiana, and they got a whole 60 minutes in the tank in Monroe. Jackson, Mississippi, 2 hours.
Nice. So I personally don't hold any hate in my heart for anyone at all. And some of the best people that I've met in my life, as far as people that I've worked with, literally came over here like on the frontier illegally. And then they ended up getting opportunities to become, citizens, and which that's cool. Okay. But at some point, like now we're looking at people coming over into our country that could, I mean, literal criminals, terrorists, people with biochemical pathogens.
Hey,
And
so what if only 3 people came in with biochemical pathogens?
That's what I'm saying. And those were people that were coming through lawfully. Like, imagine what we would find if every single person was, stopped and, I don't know, questioned, frisked, interrogated, right? Like, I can't get into the nightclub with a pistol, but I could get into the border with a biochemical pathogen. Like, that's insanity, dude.
All right. So is it just all of Key West? What are we talking here?
100%, Robert Ham. They're already here. And here's the crazier thing. It's not even a bunch of illegals that are coming to. Do you think a bunch of. Okay, imagine this. All right. Imagine if all of these protests were set up and they said felons with open warrants come to these places and protest to not be arrested. Those people are not going to show up. The people that do show up are a bunch of stupid white people that are simping for other people that they think they're doing some type of social good, or,
You mean like at BLM?
Yes, the literal exact same thing. It's just crazy. There's no logic. There's no sound logic behind it. Like, you're claiming tyranny, dictatorship, and oppression, but then your move is to oppress others and to remove their God-given rights by any means necessary, standing on the corpses of dead children as if I'm just saying, none of this makes sense. And I know that I could never meet ridiculous emotions with logic, and I should expect that. But come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is Safety Harbor right here. This is where Safety Harbor Firearms is. I'm like, all right, I know this area.
Harbor.
So not too far from Walt's place, Pinellas.
Range Minded Podcast, brother. Good to see you, man.
They have a secret location that they're not willing to discuss.
Stifler, I like the new whatchamacallit, man. It looks good.
The logo?
Yeah. A lot of Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan, dude. It's not just there. It's pretty crazy.
3 to 6. They're going for 3 hours at Tampa City Hall.
Dang. What about what's like Pompano talking about? What's the L Dub? Lake Worth? Boca, Boynton.
Where's the big state? Damn, I should have zoomed out first.
It is quite large.
Let's see. Port St. Lucie, Riviera Beach, West Palm, Hypoluxo.
I forgot what white people look like.
Delray,
there I am. Only one on the block.
What do we got in Rat's Mouth? In Rat's Mouth, they're going to go for, 9 a.m. to 1:30. So what, 4.5 hours? All right.
Dang. That people may actually show up and assemble there for that.
Delray, they're more civilized. It's only going to be 9:15 because you can't be there at 9. to
9:15 to
1:30.
10:15. Oh, to 1:30.
1:30. They're going for a good couple hours.
Nice.
And this is Boynton Beach. 9:30 to 1:30. Wow, look at these guys.
So I think I'm gonna pull it down off the screen here. I think that we've given you guys a good idea of approximately the size and scope of this, if it is indeed to be true. Either way, I think it's very important that all of us take time to prepare, regardless, even if this was not even a thing, right? I think it's important that all of us prepare. If you are in a heavily densely populated area, if you are in a city, in a more urban area, then yeah, I would be even more cautious or even make other arrangements. I mean, if you got to bounce for a couple days, go spend a couple days with some family somewhere else. There's absolutely no shame in that, in preparing. And like I said, don't be scared. Prepare. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Hit the like button. Hello. Appreciate you, man.
Hello.
They're painting a picture of dictatorship. This is all by design. Well, dude,
Absolutely.
nailed it. 100%. Dude, yeah, 100%. Be sure to carry, dude. And look, we talk about laptop bags and stuff like that. So if you knew that there could be issues and you may come across very violent situations, what kind of extra stuff? Let's talk about loadout. What are you throwing in the car? What are you keeping with you if you need to kind of step it up, whether it's the
So
14th or
we kind of
24th?
talked about this beforehand. So I'm going to be carrying an umbrella because in
Mhm.
case they shut down the road and I got to walk home.
Yeah.
Water.
I didn't know that, by the way. I didn't know that you were going to carry an umbrella.
Yeah. Well, because I don't want to scorch my pretty head. I don't want to get sunburned.
You got to put some titanium lotion on that thing.
Yeah, like $50 face
Dude,
suntan lotion.
can we also say, dude, I have made such a significant effort to stop putting aluminum, titanium, and all that nasty stuff in my body. And I can like literally feel a difference in my mind, and like that, just like that little difference in acute like processing. It's totally different.
You
Aluminum,
sound smart.
lithium. Well, I bid adieu to you. Actually, that doesn't mean anything other than saying goodnight.
And so are you brushing your teeth with baking soda instead of that fluoride toothpaste?
I'm literally using the chewable baking soda camping tablets to brush my teeth. And they're still kind of minty, but there's no heavy metals in it or anything. I stopped using whatchamacallit, aluminum and titanium in deodorant. I stopped, like, I don't cook with anything that's not like stainless steel or anything anymore. Like every possible way. Now, there's almost no way to avoid nasty stuff in water. Even if you use bottled water and stuff like that, there's still microplastics and soy and all that. You almost cannot escape it. So, man, and it was so crazy. Red Dawn told me about this. There was this test that this woman did. She took water and put it in a big, like a Pyrex thing, tested it, pulled it out, and it showed percentages of, chlorine, lithium, aluminum, which is fluoride, just so y'all know. And then she stuck her hand in there for 30 seconds and then pulled it out, and the percentages dropped by like 80%.
So you're saying it absorbed into her hand?
Into her skin. And if it gets in your skin, it gets into your bloodstream. If it gets into your bloodstream, it gets into your lungs. If it gets into your bloodstream, lungs, and all that, then will absolutely go to everywhere else in your body. That's your lungs filter your blood and yada yada yada. So yeah, man, just rinsing your mouth with tap water is putting all that stuff in your body. It's crazy. Don't eat soy. I don't know why, but it sounds like a Beavis and Butthead thing that people would say. Everyone on Earth is contaminated with PTFE. You could get rid of lead contamination by ditching the PWEDC. Never, won't do it. Plus, it's funny because I'll never stop shooting, which exposes us to like such harmful amounts of heavy metals. It's crazy.
Right. But I mean, you wash afterwards.
I don't know. I kind of like eating like ribs or something after,
Yeah.
you know. Not my water. Deodorant without aluminum sucks. This is true. Hang on though. I have lived a good life and won't change now. Okay, so I agree. And I have tried about every single non-aluminum deodorant. I personally hate the like really liquidy like deodorant. I need like the dry powder stuff, right? So I was using like just whatever, like the dry white ones, right? I recently switched to baking soda, aluminum, titanium, everything free baking soda deodorant, and it's got like lemon and like hibiscus oils scented in there. And dude, I have not noticed one singular difference. Period. Crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry. I know this is not the original thing we were talking about.
Are we going to have DLD hardware deodorant?
Maybe one day. I do have just a general tab that says garage sale, which honestly, just so y'all know, I am over the next couple weeks trying to raise some extra funds. So I have, obviously, Rich and I have definitionknives.com, but I also have my personal knife collection. So I'm going to be selling a bunch of my knives, a bunch of the knives. Some folks have expressed interest for specific knives that I have out there. They're going to be way less than the cost that they're worth. So if someone wanted to like get something to flip it or whatever, there will be, room for money to be made on some of these. I'm also going to be selling stuff like Glock slides, barrels, components. I have more like shadow system stuff. I have consider it like demo stuff. Also, if anyone out there has ever seen any of the complete units that I've showed off that maybe struck your fancy and you were like, oh, I always wanted to, get one of those navy blue Keltec sub 2000s. Hit me up because I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to be selling just to try to raise some money over the next couple weeks. So holla at your boy. What else? I think the Scorpion. I am selling the Scorpion with the binary trigger, red dot. The factory OEM stock arm with the tail hook on it. It's a bunch of stuff. So holla at your boy. You were showing your unit? Yes, absolutely. Make sure all y'all's comms and gear is charged up and working, batteries, etc. Yes, absolutely. And if you don't have comms and comms channels and a comms sequence and schedule, definitely kind of put that together. Go listen to like the next 3 days of S2 Underground and you will be chef's kiss. You can't just get on a channel and be like, Bleedy, yo dog, what's up? What you up to? Where you at? Oh, I'm right at the corner of 77th and Broadway. You can't. Very strict communication, very strict code. Use your common sense, because dude, do you know how inexpensive it is to get a radio with a scanner just to find who's on a channel? Boop, and it's like that. Any tard with a $45 radio or less actually can just auto scan all frequencies. So yeah, keep that stuff in mind too. Dude, comms is extremely important. And Frag God, I appreciate you bringing that up, man, because that's something that I was talking to Dust today, and we were talking about that, and I was like, dude, yes, that stuff. Comms, windows, schedules, channels, contingencies. If someone isn't on a channel at a particular time, then that means that they're going to be on another channel at a particular time. Follow your pace. Primary, alternative. Y'all get it. Y'all know. Y'all aren't new to this. You are indeed true to this. I know this, but I'm just saying. If you don't have primary, alternative, contingency, emergency prepped out like in advance, I would expect, even though it's likely, with warfare the way that it is nowadays, it's likely that we're going to have cell phones, we're going to have power, we're going to have the Wi-Fi, all that stuff, but you never know. Yeah, the Starlink. It's just, it's best to prepare to be in a place where you don't have communication, the typical communications. It's better to prepare as if you don't have your cell phone. Plus, the dudes, that don't have night vision, that don't know their phones are constantly emitting IR strobes when it's trying to find your face, and they're rocking like the Juggernaut, phone holder on their play carrier, and don't know that they're a freaking beacon. That's cool. That'll be fun in the boog. I mean, things could get crazy, so just be cautious. I don't get anything. Rich doesn't get anything by telling you guys, things may get dangerous, okay, on the 13th, 14th, 15th, whatever. No one gets anything. So there's no reason for us to be saying like things may get dark on the 14th. So make sure that you buy my food buckets and my water filtration with turkesterone tablets. We're just saying, make sure that you exercise great discernment, be cautious, be prepared, and be ready to exercise your tools and your rights. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and I just want to remind everybody, the best advice I ever heard was the best gunfight is the one you avoid.
The one you avoid. Great job, Rich. We know it's a call to arms when Dark starts fire selling jarts. 100. Ooh, did anyone see the infrared contact lens? Oh, was that you? I think that was you that sent that to me.
I've seen that, and I'm like, I'm not clicking on this.
If there's a contact lens that allows people to see within the IR spectrum, it would probably allow you to see like lights and lasers, but it wouldn't give like night vision capabilities. Oh, Kurt sent it to me. Thank you, Kurt. My bad. Dude, like I told you, I suck at this. I communicate with people that I absolutely have to. And Rich and Red Dawn and Dust and, Drew and Kurt. And the guy I was talking to in chat, man, I missed a text message from him. I'm so sorry, by the way. I don't want to say your name because I think it was a different name when you named me on the name.
This is claiming to be a type of night vision that the IR contact lenses contain nanoparticles that absorb infrared light and re-emit it in visible light.
Hold on, sorry. I was reading a text from a homie that texted me, and I totally dogged him. Say it again.
So they say it gives you night vision that the IR contact lens contains nanoparticles that absorb infrared light and re-emit it in visible light.
Nanu.
That's pretty nuts.
Name that show. I think that it's
it says, while promising, the lens is still in the research phase.
Yeah, I think that's kind of BS. Look,
it sounds like a lot of hype.
Oh, you know what? I didn't. Did you ever watch the Fifth Plane video? I didn't. You sent that to me, and I was a dirtbag and didn't go back and watch it. Although I meant to. Might be. It's going to be raining here on the 14th, so good luck with the protests. I know, right? And look, okay, let me say this. Notice that I said alleged June 14th riots. Okay. I would literally fight and die for these people to have the right, including us, to have the right to protest. protest until your heart is content and until you feel like you're making an actual difference. Absolutely. I cannot hate on that at all. Even if you are protesting something that I fundamentally, morally, completely and utterly disagree with. Okay. It's the same thing that we talk about, like the whole thing, like, oh, Christians are like, super judgy and super whatever. And dude, love the sinner, hate the sin. I don't care if anyone that go, I'm a sinner. I sin every single day. Ask Rich. Lust is my thing. All right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. I could literally blow a load and be driving down the street and be like, dang, girl. I can't help it. Can't help it. I am a very flawed man. Okay. Anyway, Lightning McQueen with the nanu. Morgan, Mindy, Drew, bro. Were you the first one that said that?
No, Happy Days.
Said nanu.
Happy Days.
Happy Days did not say nanu.
Oh,
did
yes,
he
it
drink
did.
water with his finger?
Oh, no.
Did he sit in a chair upside down?
No.
Dude, look,
Mork and
I
Mindy.
told you
Mork and
about...
Mindy was a spinoff from Happy Days. Mork from Ork appeared on Happy Days.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no, I remember that. Well, as
With
a rerun.
Fonzie.
I also told you, by the way, that I grew up watching Welcome Back, Kotter. Welcome back. Check it out. Anyway, yeah, I'm an old soul. Yeah, Mork and Mindy was another one. Bewitched. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Diddly. All right, we're losing viewers. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, all those, man, the classics. I Love Lucy. I hate Lucy. I hated everything about that show. Ah, man. Anyway, yeah, all that stuff. I grew up watching all that. He said yes. Rich is correct. Mark's first appearance on Happy Days. Mark was on Happy. Okay, all right. What a gay name, by the way. I grew up watching TV Static. That's great. Dark is moving up to the east side. I watched that as well. Moving on up.
I was watching all that when it originally played. I don't know when was Gilligan's Island OG? I mean, did anybody see a live version of Gilligan's Island?
I hated Gilligan's Island. But you know what? Dude. Shemazel, blah, 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 Incorporated.
1964 and 1967. They must have had zero royalties.
Nick and Night, yes, sir. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. Oh, man. I'm gonna regret all this. I think that's about it, Rich. I think that's all the gas I got in my tank.
Nah, that's all right. I'm ready.
He finally got a piece of the pie. Tech Money out here laughing. Bring back the A-Team. Dude, you know what?
Oh, love the A-Team.
I disliked the A-Team and I disliked MASH. It's just none of that stuff was
the
mine.
A-Team? No.
Oh, the Riflemen, dude. Psh, what? Man, I used to binge watch the Riflemen, man. Robin Williams' greatest work was during his coca-fueled days. You're not lying.
And he means coffee.
Coca-Cola and coffee and, Dark is done? I know, right? I know. I got so many things I gotta do. It's crazy. Nobody wants to mention MacGyver.
No, because Stargate SG-1 ran for 10 years.
Dude,
PI.
I watched Happy Days like crazy. I only watched action movies starring Wang Wang. Dude, I am literally an action movie junkie to the point when all of the streaming options that I have, when I've watched all of the action movies, I literally start pulling action movies in other languages just to watch like action stuff. It's kind of crazy. When I moved in with my dad, MASH was the first TV show I can remember watching. Wow. He still loves that show. Man, that's crazy, Frag Out. Magnum PI. Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Magnum PI. Tom Selleck actually appeared. Here's a great piece of trivia. Tom Selleck actually appeared on an episode of the Rockford Files.
On an episode of the what?
Rockford.
All right, sorry. The Rockford Files. I don't even know what the Rockford Files are.
Deplane. The Rockford Files. Oh my gosh, I love that show.
I literally don't even know what it is at all. MASH was boring. So boring. Dukes. I didn't really watch Duke. I mean, a little bit, but
Dukes of Hazzard. Oh gosh, the Friday night. It was like Miami Vice and Dukes of Hazzard growing up Friday night.
Miami Vice. I will say the movie Miami Vice was not terrible. It was decent. Wasn't that where the Bryn 10 made its debut?
Yep.
Yeah. 10 million.
WKRP. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. 10 milli.
I only got a 9 right here.
Well, I could probably fit your 9 in my 10. That sounded very gay. Oh, yeah. And don't forget that I do actually have one more of the Halo OTFs. This thing is nuts with the Kydex sheath, too. Oh, man. I forgot about this for a minute. Man. Dude, that thing is nasty. This is probably one of the best clones that I've handled. I mean, it's a bunch of you guys actually bought them back in the day, and that it's just I got to start. I'm having an issue with stuff. I got way too much stuff. I need to pare down to just core items, and I've been literally giving away stuff, dude. I've been giving away holsters, medical stuff. I've been giving away just like knives. I've been giving away gear to security dudes at my church, to just people, just trying to bless other people. And I'm like, all right, if I can focus on just blessing other people, then the blessings will, return. And that's just the way that, I believe that the world works. Is that what the kids are calling it today? Putting my 9 in your 10? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I would much rather Rich not put his 9 in my 10. If it's going to happen, I'm putting my 9 in his 10. All right. Oh, that was a terrible. Are there
no music channels? There's no MTV anymore? Tell me it ain't so.
You know what? I mean, I would say that it's making the world smarter, but clearly that is not the case, because now we only have 60-second entertainment. Well, I guess technically it's up to 3 minutes now, but man, I got this thing too. This came directly from Jonah, though. Man, I feel super guilty with that. And the other Cobra text that I got. Oh man, this one right here. The blue Cobra Tech. Dang. That'd be a tough one. The other one I got to keep for my daughter. Oh, and funny enough, I actually forgot to show this one last time. Believe it or not, as crazy as this may sound,
I can't believe you're giving other knives more screen time than a definition knife.
Dude, I haven't showed any of these knives in like ages. Not that they're great knives. Straight up, I still stand behind them. Okay. But
Star Galactica, the first one or the second?
DefinitionKnives.com needs more. DefinitionKnives.com needs more love for sure. But the number one most purchased item, the OTF item from Tac Knives, aside from their like $24.99 OTF, their Microtech ripoff, was actually this. this is one of the D2 steel ones.
Mm-hmm.
Man, but the karambit, I don't even think I've ever even cut anything. Most of these got like virgin blades. Anyway, I know these are just things that I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. I got like this issue with like the things, right? And if I can break that issue that I have with the things and use it as an opportunity to raise some money and give people equipment that they may need or want, it's a win-win. Of course, if you're looking for a knife, absolutely go first to definitionknives.com. But you know, I got a bunch of you know what? A lot of the downtown Julie Brown, dude. Most people don't even know who that is. Dude, I used to be in love with downtown
One of
Julie
the
Brown.
MTV OGs.
Dude, I literally went to school. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Anyway, Kurt Loader, dude. Virgin blades, drooling. All right. I literally went to school with a girl that won a contest to become a VJ on TRL. She won the contest, became a VJ with Carson Daly, crushed it. They hired her permanently, and then she got taken off into the rest of Hollywood, and she was featured on One Tree Hill. She was literally one of the main characters in the show. She did all of this crazy stuff. She ended up recently writing a book. And then I found out that I was actually invited with family to go celebrate her book writing, signing, whatever. And turns out it was some like ridiculous pagan BS. So yeah, we didn't support that. Anyway, but that was cool. Did you want to go over something else about like Saddam Hussein or something like that?
No, I'm cool.
What was it that you didn't Mike McLuhan send something about?
Well, basically, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait on getting involved in any kind of escalation of anything. Stay clear of anything going sideways.
Yep.
Be prepared for the worst, of course, but don't engage.
For sure.
And while the mainstream media keeps whooping the same sound bites,
agreed.
Things are heating up in the Middle East. And while the mainstream media keeps whooping the same sound bites, something major is unfolding behind closed doors.
I guess you know what? I'll read.
Heating up in the Middle East. And while the mainstream media
Sorry, let me bring this back.
Things are heating up in the Middle East. And while the mainstream media keeps whooping the same sound bites, something major is unfolding behind closed doors. Yesterday, Benjamin Netanyahu personally called Donald Trump. He urged him to end negotiations with Iran and join Israel in going to war. Trump refused. According to Israel outlet Riots, Netanyahu wants the U.S. to back an immediate strike on Iran's nuclear facilities, but Trump reportedly told him not now. He refused to give the green light and told Netanyahu to stop fueling public discussion about a possible attack. Now let's zoom out for a second. If Israel moves on Iran alone, and the U.S. holds back, experts say Israel would last maybe 2 weeks before the region spirals out of control. And whether we back them or not, the world will still see America as guilty by association, which means the U.S. might get pulled into the fight either way. That's one front. Then we've got Ukraine, where speculation is growing that Putin could seize this very moment if global attention is locked on the Middle East and strike with overwhelming force to end the war on his terms. No negotiations, just brute resolution. And that would open a second front. And then there's a third, the unrest growing inside America itself, social division and political tension that you see on TV. Now think about it. That's 3 fronts: Middle East, Ukraine, home soil. And you still think this is about one conflict? The world is being stretched thin, and the pressure points are no accident. There are whispers about buffer zones as well, like Poland becoming flashpoints, with provocations potentially pushed by Western interests. I won't speculate, but I will say this. The pieces are moving fast, and it's all happening at once. For Trump or any leader, this isn't a battlefield. It's a minefield where every step has global consequences. We're staring down a moment in history where any misstep could ignite something none of us even want. But here's the hopeful part. The world has pulled back from the edge before. What it takes now is leadership that sees the whole picture, not just the next headline. Let's push our leaders for focus on a resolution, not on escalation. Things are heating up in the Middle East.
While I appreciate that, I couldn't tell you where any leaders currently are. This is the only leader I see. Red Dawn, thank you for the excellent comment. He says, I'm going to be setting up counter protests called Jesus is King. Bro, love it. That's it. Trump is the Antichrist. Woof. Full armor of God. I like that name. Yeah, man. Crazy times. So either way, with everything that we've gone over today, with every single thing that we've reviewed, excuse me, we can take it back to the original conversation of the 4 primary focuses. No matter what's going on, whether it's June the 14th or December the 24th or whatever, food, water, shelter, security, focus on the main things for your sustainment and your family's survival. That's the most important thing. Anyway, we can go ahead and wrap it up. Rich, remind everybody who you are, what you do, where they can find you, and all that good stuff.
Flying Rich, flyingrich.com is where all my social media is. So I've got Flying Rich on YouTube, Flying Rich Firearms on YouTube, Flying Rich _official on Instagram.
Awesome. Make sure we show him some love. Also, because of the small void in the community with the turkeys kind of stepping back from their live streams for a little bit, Rich is going to be taking that time slot. So all of you guys that lost your Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30, Flying Rich, you're going to be doing it on Flying Rich or Flying Rich Firearms?
Flying Rich.
Gotcha. So Flying Rich, it's all together, one word. If you just go to flyingrich.com, you'll see it. But if you search Flying Rich altogether on YouTube, you'll find his channel. He'll be doing that time slot that the Tactical Turkeys were doing, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune in. He's going to be doing some deep dives. And yeah, anything else you want to touch on that?
No. So I think I'm gonna hit on. I'm gonna do some research and just do some digging on the FRT saga.
Nice. I think that'll be a good one. And I think honestly, Hoffman Tactical totally needs more credit for what he's
Kid's
built
brainiac.
and created. Absolutely.
Young man. I can't keep calling him a kid. Love the family. They're great people.
He is absolutely a full-grown adult. He has a great family, super based. Yeah, love him. And the whole family is too. You know, even all of them.
I've met the whole family.
Yeah.
Actually, Walter Keller and I have met the whole family. Went to the house.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't meet like the whole family, but they're great. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I just want to say again, thank you so much for all the support, super chats, all the support you guys have given is incredible. The best 2 ways to support the channel are if you build guns, shop at DLD Hardware, where I sell jigs, where I sell parts, tools, all that stuff for firearm building, DIY stuff. I am going to be uploading a bunch more items to the store. Also, if you enjoy some super dope cutlery, then for a great price, definitionknives.com is an excellent place to buy knives. It helps support us, and it's also going to help fund our way to the GOA Goals event. So remember that. We will be dropping a new knife coming up, so keep an eye out on that. And Daisy Fuentes. Daisy Fuentes. Was she a VJ?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, all the support, it goes a really, really, really long way. Channel memberships, all that. Thank you. To those that sent, Cash Apps and all that and PayPals. And I just couldn't be grateful enough, man. I truly don't deserve the incredible community that I have with you guys here. So super grateful for all of you guys. Thank you. And in closing, guys, remember, look, right now, regardless of who, I keep hearing people saying like pretending that the world is saved now because the administration has changed. We have to remember that no matter who's in the office, we are literally in the middle of a culture war. So it is important that you take on the role of culture warrior. The two most important things is that you get right with your family and get right with God, have a close relationship with Christ, and everything else takes a back seat. I think one of the biggest things that we're missing in our world is leadership and spiritual leadership. And I wish, looking back like at my younger years, man, I wish I had better spiritual leadership. I probably wouldn't have made all the tragic decisions that I did, but it also brought me to the place that I am now. So I'm so grateful for that. But yeah, get right with Christ, man. He wants a relationship with you. All you can do is respond to him. And if any of you guys out there have any questions about what that looks like, about, what does it look like to get right with God, or someone who may have backslid or whatever, hit me up. I've literally sent Bibles to viewers that, just feel free to reach out if anybody has any questions. And filling that role, that the void of spiritual leadership, make sure that you're being a great leader within your home, a spiritual leader within your home, a great leader within your community, a leader within your church. And the way that we make sure that we're becoming great leaders is that we have our own standards and expectations and metrics that we hold ourselves to. And some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every show are: rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution. When we bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. And rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you, yes, you, are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. And be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd actually keep an extra thing on you with all the craziness going on in the world. Maybe even like a 10.3 inch 5.56 with a Canon and FRT and a nice clean optic, and I don't know, at least 240 rounds of ammo, and maybe some backups to it. Of course, you need your primary sidearm, right? Your EDC. And of course, you need your backup mags to that. And then I would also have like another, like a 9mm Glock that takes the same magazines in a bag or something like that. A can too, just in case you got to be stealth. And then I would start getting into the high expo. I'm just kidding, guys.
I need a Glock that takes MP5 mags.
Well, soon, very soon, you may see your boy with a certain type of something that takes MP5 mags, but I don't know if you know. Do you know? Had you heard? Hold on, I got a picture of it right here before we go. Oh, bro, where is it? Where's my picture? Dude, all of my pictures stored all start with IMG, image. So they're all, oh, dude, I'm never going to find this thing. Anyway, I'm currently working with SDS Arms on getting one of their MKIX.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Yeah, MKIX or MPIX. Sorry, I'm being a bad because I don't have the thing right in front of me right here. I know I'm going to find it in 5. Oh, I found it. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, so I got this. I think it's the Mac IX. That's what it is. Here, let me pull this back up. Boom, boom, and boom. So right now I'm working with SDS Arms, formerly SDS Imports, and this is a really cool piece. This is a 6.25, I think, inch 9mm barrel with the tri-lug adapter with the 1/2x28 that does accept 9mm HK, MP5 mags, and it's bufferless, so you can throw a little foldy brace on there. The thing I'm curious about though is, can I drop an FRT in there or a binary trigger in there?
Is it a roller delay blowback, or what do we got?
So I was told that it was roller delayed, but actually Drew and some others said that this is blowback. So
Okay.
I got to look into it. I think it may have one of those single bearings on one side, so it may be like kind of delayed.
Semi-delayed.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'll have to get my hands on it and see. But, dude, if I can drop a FERT or watt in there or a binary trigger, if it has the sear trip on it, bro, we're in business. I'm going to be running that thing like crazy. So I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to do a lot of testing with it, run a bunch of rounds through it. I got a bunch of other stuff I have to do that with too. But guys, keep a lookout. Remember, check out Flying Rich, subscribe to his stuff, be there for his live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Check out DLD Hardware if you want, if you build guns, jigs, tools, parts, all that stuff. I'll be posting a whole bunch of stuff soon. But also, if you want great cutlery at a great price, check out definitionknives.com. All of them are handmade in the great state of China. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, Christ is king. Every knee will bow. Every tongue will profess. Love y'all. Bye. Dude, no lie. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why did I get jealous when I saw them passing out gas masks? I was like, hold on, what? I was like, that's not fair. I know. It's crazy. Give me gas money and gas masks and I'm down. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Peace.